taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. The Boilermakers will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Rich. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Caught behind the line. It's Dalton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He's going to come up a couple yards short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So Purdue's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here we go. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Graves. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
He might want another play. They try to get it outside on the left. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Just feeds the running back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's open on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job.
Wide open spaces. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, after play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Dalton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the play.
That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 35. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll run the toss. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Steps away to find some room. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Purdue.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page if they were there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
There's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he's able to get it back and saves himself a rear end chewy. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, running back on the move. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Working the big fella to the corner. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, stay in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. The snap sets up the throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Going to look downfield again. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
He threw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14, Purdue, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the single running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Harris. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having to lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Grab near the marker. It's Karapateas. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using his feet to buy time. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Takes the handoff. It's Dalton. Gets it past the marker. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun to Gill, looking for room. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Powers through the defender. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down.
And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. from a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. The sure hands, it's Harris. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Dumps it to the back. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback is knocked out back at the 13. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Unloads to the right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Rich. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And back to the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Boilermakers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further. Signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones, force a tackle for a loss.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have
All by himself down the middle. He's at the 40, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get the...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Finds his tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running back searching for a hole. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defense. Way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Got him downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue! It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The running back has it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Power football with the run. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Fleming. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Rushes on him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Fleming. And he hauls it into the end zone for the touchdown. All tied up, and now the kicker can win it. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Man, how about the execution by this offense? Taking almost all of the clock, tying this football game, and now get that kicker loose. No pressure at all. They'll kick that thing through the uprights, and you get the big W.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.